Much of the rally that we have seen on Wall Street has been on the back of AI, artificial intelligence, and valuations of many of the tech companies which have got into AI in a very big way. We just understand that productivity goes up by leaps and bounds, and that will continue to be the case as we move forward in the AI times and the AI age. Synthesia, a digital media platform that lets users create artificial intelligence generated videos, has raked in $90 million from investors, including US chip giant Nvidia, the company has recently announced. The London-based company raised the cash in a funding round led by Axel, an early investor in Facebook, Slack, and Spotify. Nvidia came in as a strategic investor, putting in an undisclosed amount of money. Other investors, of course, include Kleiner Perkins, GV, First Mark Capital, and NMC. Now, founded in 2017 by researchers and entrepreneurs Victor Riparbelli, Matthias Neisner, Gerald, and Lotz Agapito, Synthesia develops software that allows people to make their own digital avatars to deliver corporate presentations, training videos, or even compliments to colleagues in over 120 different languages. Its ultimate aim is to eliminate cameras, microphones, actors, lengthy edits, and other costs from the professional video production process. To do that, Synthesia has created animated avatars which look and sound like human beings, but they are generated actually by artificial intelligence. The avatars are based on real-life actors who speak in front of a green screen. Productivity can be enhanced immensely because you're reducing the cost of producing the video or to that of just making a simple PowerPoint. The adoption of the video has been proliferated by consumer platforms such as YouTube, Netflix, and TikTok. Video is a much better way to communicate knowledge. When we think about the potential of the company and its valuation, we think about what it can return. And in the case of Synthesia, we are just scratching the surface. Synthesia is a form of generative AI similar to OpenAI's ChatGPT, but the company says it has been working on its own proprietary generative artificial intelligence for years, and although ChatGPT may have only recently emerged from the public consciousness, generative AI itself isn't a new technology. Synthesia sells to enterprise clients including Tiffany's, IG, and Moody's Analytics. The company, of course, doesn't disclose its sales or revenue metrics, although it says it's consistently driven triple-digit growth with over 12 million videos produced on the platform to date. The number of users on Synthesia has spiked 456% year on year. Synthesia, of course, plans to ramp up investment into its own technology with a particular focus on advancing its artificial intelligence research and making Synthesia avatars capable of performing more tasks. Synthesia works with 35% of the Fortune 100 companies with a focus on product marketing, customer support, customer success areas of the company. You have a lot of text that you want to turn into video. And these are, like, as I said, human appearing videos. As we are progressing to the next phase of the next generation of Synthesia technology, it's all about making the avatars more expressive, to be able to do more things, walk around in a room, have conversations. Riparbelli explained that Nvidia isn't just a semiconductor manufacturer, it's also a powerhouse of research and development talent with an army of engineers, academics, and researchers who produce papers on the subject. They are just not a chip producer. They have amazing research teams that are very much leading in terms of how do you actually train these large models, what works, what doesn't. So you have a situation where Synthesia was previously in talks with investors to raise between 50 and $75 million in new funds at a valuation of around $1 billion. It's one of the many firms which is attracting interest from investors with AI and enterprise software that can reduce costs involved in certain business processes. Companies are looking to reduce expenses everywhere they can. So to be able to combat climbing inflation, sticky inflation, and prepare for a possible recession. And last week, we had French business planning software company Pigment raising $88 million from investors, including Iconic Growth, Felix Capital, Meritech IVP, and First Mark, in a part to ramp up its investment in artificial intelligence. Generative AI has been a rare bright spot in a European contingent that has been facing a lot of heat. European tech market is reeling from declining funding and a pullback in valuations. Investors have rotated out of high growth tech firms into value sectors with more resilient income generation, such as financials, industrials, energy, and consumer staples. That's unlike what's happening on Wall Street. Recently, a report from the venture capital firm Atomico showed funding for the Europe's technology startups was on track to fall a further 39% in 2023 to $5.1 billion from to $51 billion from $83 billion in 2022. However, artificial intelligence was one area that drew more investments, with generative artificial intelligence accounting for 35% of the total investment into AI and machine learning firms last year. There are concerns, of course, that the use of video AI tools as advanced as Synthesia could lead to deep fakes, videos which take a user's likeness and manipulates it to make it appear as though they are saying or doing something which they are not. For example, you can also make a video around me and make it appear that I am saying something which I may not be. This is one of the ethical considerations that you must be very careful. This can be a very big problem in the future. There has been an increasing number of calls from tech leaders and academics for a global pause on AI development beyond systems like OpenAI GPT-4, because of fears that the technology is becoming so advanced that it may pose an existential threat to humanity. Synthesia first attracted mainstream attention in 2019 for a deepfake video that featured a digitally animated version of celebrity footballer David Beckham speaking about a campaign to end malaria in 9 languages. While that was done with the consent of Beckham and for a good cause, right? More widespread use of deep fake technology has led to worries about the potential for misinformation. To address that, of course, you find that Synthesia has said that it kept ethics in mind when developing its software. The company requires consent from the people who feature as avatars in its software and uses a mix of human and machine learning to target material such as profanity and hate speech. It also signed up to Responsible Practices for Synthetic Media, a voluntary industry-wide framework for the ethical and responsible development, creation, and sharing of synthetic media. There are many discourses therefore going on right now. There's one about the very long-term existential sort of risk scenarios, and I think they are important to talk about as well, but we have to wait and see. These technologies are already powerful. How do we deal with hallucinations? How do we deal with all of the problems that arise? There are definitely pitfalls, but AI is here to stay. Productivity gains from AI are definitely going to persist. There are going to be issues around ethics, but I believe that there's going to be a lot of effort from the governments to try and work around the ethics, work around how the misuse of AI could be controlled, and that's going to be a field by itself. As regards the valuations of AI-related firms, as of now, they have not reached the stratospheric spheres or levels that can cause alarm. But I believe that the entire rally that is based on all these new innovations along EV, around AI, all this is going to hit a wall someday, and that day is not very far. Till then, you can enjoy the party. Remember my words, it is very easy to make money when the market is going one way based on these fancy technological breakthroughs. But when you hit the wall, you will realize that a lot of it that we saw in terms of enhanced valuations was only a fiction of imagination. Friends, to get to know more, please do join our premium or premium plus groups. For the Indian markets, for the US markets, you can join Prime or Prime Plus. Number to get in touch, 9820861044. We'll tell you where the markets are headed, when it can hit the wall, how long the rally, and how much steam does it have. Eventually, all this is enjoyable while the party is going on. When the music stops, you will definitely have to be careful. It will be a very sudden stop. Before you blink, valuations will be hit hard and hard enough. So do get in touch with us. We'll tell you of where the future of AI and where we are headed from here, how much valuations are justified and how much they are not. Number to get in touch, 9820861044. Have a great trading day ahead. Friends, take care. Bye-bye.